Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 11. So today, on this episode, I kind of want to go over where my head's at as far as like the Let's Play is going, what the character's doing. You know, I've uploaded pretty much every artifact quest that's available before. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, hopefully that was the only one. But, that's probably not the only one. That figures. Okay. But, I never picked up my Corsair boots, you know? Did you measure my feet, dude? Oh, now I'm all snotty and stuffed up. Fantastic. I've just had terrible head congestion this whole frickin' time. These are pretty stylish, I think. Probably incorporate them in a lock style on something or other. But, man, I'm gonna need to blow my nose here in a second. But what I was trying to say is I want to, like, there's some things I want to do with the Let's Play now, you know. We're pretty much, we haven't quite done everything we can do at the level 75 cap, but we pretty much have, god damn it. I'm sorry. Like, we gotta dip back into Chains of Promathia and finish that storyline, and we need to really start Treasures of Adargon and do assaults. And I'd like to show the assaults on camera. I just don't know if I'll be able to beat them alone. The job I'm currently on is Corsair. I leveled Corsair for meriting purposes, because I think it can merit slightly faster than everything else. But what I'm gonna try to fill the video with today is some in-game content from the 75 era that I believe I can defeat with trusts and with the gear sets I have acquired. I don't know why I'm putting all of those away. Let's see. I don't think we'll need more. I guess if I die, we'll need more than two. Gotta get a antacid too. But, you know, we went up to Tulia, and the, if I've uploaded it by now, which I may or may not have, depending on what my mood was like when I started uploading, I shot a bunch of videos for, come on, brain, work with me here. Notorious monsters in the zone known as Sky, which is in the Tulia region, which is, you know, the Zilart floating fortress that's above Romave. And there are special notorious monsters up there based on real-world mythology. The Shijin from Chinese, Japanese, I believe Korean, and a few other East Asian sort of animistic or shamanistic, I don't know what exactly the religion revolving around it is called. I think it might have some sort of root in feng shui, because they're based on the directional winds. But either way, it's the four saint beasts, or four saintly beasts, or whatever. Byakko, Suzaku, Seiryu, and Genbu. We have... oh, god damn it, why am I so fucked up? I'm sorry once again. I just got this nasty head congestion, and apparently I'm still coughing. and Doctor has not been helpful. But either way, you know, you get these gemstones from notorious monsters up in Sky. There's 8 different notorious monsters. Most of them are on 3 to 6 hour spawn times. Some of them are forced spawned with special items you farm up there. Some of them have some really awkward spawning conditions too, like you have to kill a specific, you have to aggro a specific monster, wait for it to summon the notorious monster, and it's I don't know, it's strange. It's strange. But the reason we want to kill these guys is they drop some really good stuff, and for all the jobs I intend on using, they're also going to be a really good challenge. We might lose. It's just as likely I'll lose to them as I lost to like Fenrir and stuff, because they're very powerful. They're like level 90 monsters. They all have a vast array of elemental magic that matches the wind direction or whatever. Like Byakko has holy magic, Genbu has water magic, Seiryu has wind magic, and Suzaku has fire magic. And then just the sheer level difference is the main problem, though. They also all possess 2-hour abilities and jobs. Like Byakko is a thief, so he has perfect dodge. Genbu is a paladin, so he has invincible. Seiryu is technically a monk, so he has 100 fists. And Suzaku is a red mage and has chain spell. So we're actually going to have to switch out our sub-job and, like, bring as many specialized gear sets as I could, you know, afford to make. And really just, you know, go to town and win. It's going to be quite the task. The fights are going to be long. I'm not sure how long, but they'll be pretty long. And I'm pretty confident about beating Genbu. He's considered the weakest one because his 2-hour isn't dangerous. His magic is dangerous, and he does actually hit decently hard. But he's really not that hard to beat. He's considered the weakest one. Back in the day, there was a red mage player named Avesta who played on a Taru red mage, and he was able to solo Genbu and Seiryu at the initial level 75 cap before a lot of things were put in and made for the game. So yeah, there's that. Not exactly sure what my red mage gear sets are looking at like right now, but we want to go on red mage for the simple fact that because there's such a high, you know, it's like, I believe I have it earlier in Let's Play. I haven't caught up with watching everything, but it's like the time I fought Rock at like level 60 or whatever it was. You know, Rock was a level 55 notorious monster, but like highly notorious monster, so he had like 30,000 HP and all the white magic spells and benediction and stuff. And because of that, he was extraordinarily hard to kill. It's kind of like that. Like, our trusts are more or less there to provide us with the damage we need to win, and man, how do I have this much gear for just this? Oh goodness, okay. But That away for now. That away for now. Go give these to the NPC. And I actually spent quite a while, like prepping gear sets for this. Although I actually haven't made all of them yet, or at least the macros for them. I believe I've made each gear set, but I haven't necessarily made the macros. So it's gonna be a whole thing. But used to, you take like a whole alliance to kill these things at 75 because they're very powerful and people don't really know how to play the game. And like I said, like damage calculations and accuracy calculations and even accuracy food and stuff didn't actually exist when when this was like, I don't have everything, do I? Okay. I don't think this is the right. Oh, whatever. We'll figure it out. But yeah, things were different, and they didn't have everything ground out or you know, exactly right or whatever. So, or at least, what am I trying to say? Things weren't the same as today, and it really made a big difference. Game was harder, things did less damage, you needed more people. It's pretty much all I'm trying to get at. And I made this wonderful mind setup that gives me a whole crap ton of the mind stat, because most of my debuffs play off of that. Excuse me. And this isn't exactly the way I wanted to like prep and go about it, but like, I don't know. This Let's Play is such a mess already that it's kind of just like, I need to just do it if I want to get it done at all, you know? And so I'll check real quick for a couple of things, because I don't have all the best gear I could possibly have at this level for my mind setup. Let's see. And I likely won't fight all of them in a single episode if I can even defeat one of them. Like if I lose to Genbu, then it's over. I'm just gonna come back at a higher level. But like, you know, if I beat him, then it's like fair game. Everything's fair game. So, Thunder Ring is mind +2. Dang it. Ooh, Sapphire Ring. That would actually be slightly better than what I have. Only 20k. It's definitely worth it, in my opinion. Ooh, and so are Star Rings. So are Star Rings. Let's get the Star Rings. They're cheaper and give water resistance too, which doesn't really matter to me, but I'll take every point of mind I can get. Oh, right. I'm full. It's okay though. I'll just throw. No, I can NPC it. I can at least do that. Alright, let's just go to Juno, because we need to free up some inventory. I just need to give these crests to the guys in Port Juno. We need to free up some inventory, because we're going to be getting some drops. Some drops from the they call them Sky Gods, colloquially, the player base does. But they're actually called the Shijin in-game. they're guaranteed to drop a seal, like Seal of Genbu or Seal of Byakko. I think they're guaranteed, you know, Signet to drop a crystal. I think they have like one or two other guaranteed drops, and then they have like a common drop that's like their armor piece or weapon piece, or both. And then like uncommon cursed item abjuration drops. So like, they were basically the in-game best gear you could get, sort of deal at 75 for a lot of items and jobs. But of course, no one area or event in this game ever gives the best stuff. So, no, we gotta give them to Shimo, right? One type at a time, right? We can't just give them all the different ones all at once, right? There's no way it's at that advanced, right? Oh, neat. Nice. Okay, cool. That's 4 inventory slots. I'm just going to throw these trump cards away because I have plenty of them and I'm not going to be playing Corsair enough to care about that. Yeah, but yeah, the well, my brain will work someday. But yeah, these notorious monsters, they drop things, some things that were so desirable that people desired and went after these items for years at a time, including like just come on, buy the fucking antacid. Everyone's gotta be fucking scalpers. For instance, Byakko dropped a Hayadate or some shorts or whatever. They give 15 dexterity and 5 haste and 50 lightning resistance. And I knew a monk back in the day. I met him in 2006, and we were pretty good friends up until like 2008 or so, when we fell out of contact because we were just flink shell mates. But he claimed to have been after those shorts for 4 years without getting them. Which would have meant he started doing Sky in 2003 when it first came out, and just couldn't get in a group that would let him lot them, or win the lot, or what have you. And you know what? I'm not gonna shell out for the second star ring because I think that the Hail Ring's intelligence pertains to blind, so we might as well. Not that our trusts are going to be able to dodge these, but eh. Okay. Airship going out, or coming in. I think it's going out. Man, 18 minutes in, I haven't done jack shit except grab some boots, cough in your face, and more or less reminisce. Sad. But the action's gonna start, okay? The action's gonna start, I swear. But basically, I'm gonna try to show off these Shijin. I'm gonna try to kill Fenrir again. I'm gonna get back to the Chains of Prometheus storyline. And it's gonna be a lot less freeform and more linear as far as what each video will be about, you know, because it'll just be questline after questline for a story, a coherent story, which I'll probably have to remind you about because it's been so long. Like we already did the first 3 chapters of Crop, or like we're like in the middle of chapter 3. It was like a segue point, and I fell off the bus and did all of Rise of the Zillert and artifact quests and weapon skill quests. Now, here we are in Tulia. It's a set of interesting affairs, I guess. Let's see, do I have my TP set going? Looks like it. And my weapon skill set doesn't have my Triumph ring put in there. Oh, and I didn't bring... Or I didn't... So you set 4 is TP, set 6 is... No, set 3? I really need to label these. Put that in there. I didn't grab my Ladelphins. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna put the Marine M boots in there. I want more strength. More strength is good. Okay. Now, most of our damage is actually going to come from, probably from the Shantato 2 Trust, assuming she doesn't get killed. And, like I said, I don't know if this is 100% going to work out. Because, like I said, these monsters are level 90, and they have access to the full array of level 75 Black Mage spells. So that means, like, we're going up against Genbu. So he has access to Waduriga 3, Water 4, Flood 2, as well as he's like a giant tortoise, so he has all the tortoise abilities. He's got Invincible as a 2-hour. He has additional effect water damage that hits as hard as his, like, normal physical hits anyway. So, like, yeah. My sword weapon skill list is messed up because I was on Corsair. Corsair can't do a lot of the more particular sword weapon skills. Go down there. And you go up there. And you also go up there. And there we go. But more or less, each sky god, each Shijin has their own island. And they're these little floating islands that are off of the outer rim islands that we're on right now. And as far as my trust setup goes, it's pretty much the same one I've been using. I don't necessarily want to use Kultada, because he doesn't really do that great damage, but he does give buffs to me and to my other trusts, like Refresh and stuff, as well when MP gets low. And he does have fairly flexible skill chain properties when he's not just doing Burning Blade or Sniper Shot. So I think he will do as well as any other trust that I currently possess. The only other thing I could really think to do is maybe use Zaid over like a second tank trust. But I haven't like practiced this at all or like used the pop set to see if I can even actually do it yet. So did I style lock already? Okay. Animation. Here, let's style lock to my weapon skill setup. I like the way that looks. Or wait, did I? Oh yeah, okay, it was just. Okay. And the food we're going to be using, we're going to go ahead and use the Prime Marine Stew Pot. You can see that it gives these ginormous accuracy bonus and magic accuracy bonuses, as well as HP bonuses to us, but also all of our trusts that it hit, which I think Apururu was out of range. But she's just a healer anyway, so I don't really care. But we want to save up TP, because the fight, we don't have to zone to do the fight, we just have to teleport up to the island. And this is something that basically everyone used to do back in the day. Let's just get TP out here on these pots. Kind of annoying, but very good idea to do. That way you can start the fights off with a very you know, a massive spike of damage to end the fight as soon as possible. But because we're doing this essentially with only 5 people, or more or less, because our trusts each count as a player, more or less, even though they're not as effective as players would be, especially not in this day and age. Yeah, like, we just gotta give it a go. I find it kind of interesting that Apururu doesn't do any of the Na spells, it seems. Like, she'll use Erase and Haste, and she does Cures, and she restores her own MP with the not weapon skill. But, like, she doesn't really, like... I know she uses Kursna. I know she'll spam Kursna if you get doomed. Seen that learning blue magic. But, did I? Oh. Must have my... Okay. Oh. Now, it's this question mark right here. This is like the gateway to the Shijin, or whatever. And what we want is we want to try to position our trust in a way that when the boss spawns, our tank trust won't be getting everyone else cleaved, which is going to be kind of hard to do. But I'm sure there's some way someone's like figured out to just do it. But I'm going to make sure this is even the right one. A strange insignia pointing east is carved into the wall. So no, this isn't the one we want to be at. This was the east wind or whatever. This would be Seiryu. We want a strange insignia pointing north. Which I don't know why I thought it would be this one, because it's just been so long, I guess. The plan, more or less, though, is to just start out and immediately weapon skill. And I would like to make a skill chain, but more than likely Valinarel will start off with Uriel Blade, as he's wont to do. And Quiltada just weapon skills whenever he gets to 100 TP, and he's already weapon skilled, and so is Shantato. So we might be better off just starting off by doing Spirits Within, which our weapon skill setup won't matter for that. So I might just be better off putting on my debuffing set, which I apparently don't have the star rank incorporated into. I actually made a separate set for this on like my second page. Like, there's apparently more pages of sets you can put out, but I didn't. Or I did, but then I forgot which ones they were because I didn't label them because I'm stupid. But yeah. We're perfectly fine, though, to start with Spirits Within, and then because it'll just do damage based on our TP and HP, has no skill chain property, and it'll ignore Genbu's extraordinarily high defense, do a nice chunk of damage to him. And then we want to switch over to our Chatillon staff that we made with Synergy all those videos ago last year, and give him a full debuff routine, probably starting with Paralyzed 2. I think he's immune to Silence. But I can check that after we get the debuffs on him that I know should work. And there's no like magic accuracy in my setup because I have full enfeebling. I have full merits of every type of magic, pretty much. But also, the food we're using gives us 95 magic accuracy. So that should pretty much cover, along with our fully merited red mage, that should cover all the magic accuracy we need to not be resisted. Plus, the Chatillon staff it gives plus 30 magic accuracy to every elemental affinity. So, yeah, once we slap that on after we weapon skill, we should be fine for getting that sort of thing done. And we probably want to buff up too, come to think of it. But let's make sure this is the insignia that points north. Okay, points north is carved into the wall. Cool beans. Yeah then. Okay. And we'd probably want water barrier or barrier water, and then I don't remember what turtles really do. I'm just gonna use barb poison, I guess. Phalanx is great to have because it reduces damage from all sources. We'll put Phalanx 2 on Valineril just before we pop. And as far as I remember, Genbu doesn't resist Blizzard at all. Like, he's a tortoise, so I think his innate element as a monster is Earth. So he's resistant to lightning, even though his, like, Shijin element is water. That's like the thing about all the Shijin. Their monster type is one element, and then they have, like, their set element as the representatives of the Shijin. And you're better off, like, using an element that's neutral to both, or something like that. It's been a really long time, though, and I was only ever a warrior meathead fighting these things, so. I'm gonna rest up our MP a little bit. It shouldn't take that long. We don't need to rest to full. We just need to rest up to about 750, because switching between our TP sets and our weapon skill sets, we lose a lot of MP. And if we were just backlining, we would just swap between mage sets that would have a lot of MP anyway. And if we were doing that, we would want to rest to full, but we're like a hybrid warrior here, so we're just gonna... I can't completely let go of my meathead ways, more or less. Now, in order for our debuffs to be at full power, we need 40 more mind than the monster has. Now, these monsters, since they're level 90, it varies by their monster family and their job type. But I'm pretty sure since they're level 90, most of them have around 100 mind. So we should be beyond them. We should have nearly maximum debuffs, if not maximum. Okay, so let's put Phalanx 2 on Valineril. Let's put Refresh on Apururu. And let's start with Paralyze 2 when I get to doing that. Let's see, I'm not sure exactly. I think that's acceptable, maybe. We'll see what happens. But we need the gem of the direction and the associated season. Bada bing, bada boom, there's Genbu. Did 1500 damage with spirits. That's nice. That's nice. Please let me. Hey, game. I need you to stop eating my inputs and put on my shit. Oh no, he can debuff us. Or remove our buffs, I guess. Okay, Paralyze 2 is a go. Slow 2 is a go. Dia 3 is a go. We can probably dispel that if... Oh, no, Kotada already got it with Dark Shot. put Distract and Frazzle on him as well. You can put Bio on him and Gravity, and that's how he was soloed at 75. You don't even engage him, you just like... Okay. Now we'll switch back to our swords and our TP setup. And I think, well, my trusts aren't where I would like them to be, but I think this is going to be pretty cut and dry. Yeah, Kultada has jab ability timer on Dark Shot, so he can only debuff Genbu twice. You might want to contribute to the healing of the liner a little bit. My healing magic is actually really stupidly bad. 800 damage Savage Blade, that's not too bad. Oh no, he's dying really fast. Jurega 3 incoming. Lesson in pain. Making Skijin again. Not ideal, but any magic first you can do. Oh, did Kultada ruin it? Sometimes Kultada ruins it. Nope, there goes Invincible. Our end spells will still hurt me quite a bit. Gotta keep a close eye on the log though to see if he loses any of the debuffs we put on him. We have like I think 12 more seconds on our debuff durations than normal. Most of our stuff lasts like I want to say 90 seconds, so we have like 102 seconds on most of our debuffs, which is almost 2 minutes. Two or three. I don't want to waste too much MP in case I'm too slow to get it on you. Nope. Let's see. Look, the Liner Roll's Phalanx effect wears off. That would help if I remembered my spell list. Oh, okay. Light Skill Chain. Light Skill Chain is good. Down goes Genbu. I would have never believed a mere mortal could sunder my shell. We didn't get jack shit. You amuse me. Perhaps we may meet again. Okay, yeah, so he's the easiest one to beat. He's not anything to write home about. He's lol Genbu. He's essentially a crab with magic. Like that has like a few other little annoyances to him. He's not really that great. So I'll have to kill him again off camera, which I'm more than willing to do, because he drops a really good shield that all mages can use. It's called Genbu Shield. It has like 24 defense, it's level 75. All of the Shijin gear is like level 75 or 74. And it gives physical damage taken minus 10%. So it's basically like a defending ring on a shield, except the defending ring is just damage taken in general, so it's actually better, but, and also nowadays the shield is tied to item level, so once we get to level 99 the shield will no longer be good, but I might as well get it, you know. I'd actually like to have it before I fight the other Shijin, because the more dangerous ones, like, you saw Genbu used Invincible, and more or less our physical damage stopped on him, but our end spells were still kicking his ass. So, like, that wasn't that big of a deal at all. But the other Shijin, like Seiryu and Suzaku, they have damage dealing 2 hours. And so we have to have a way to counteract that. And the way we counteract that is actually by our own 2-hour chain spell. We sub Dark Knight. and we want high magic accuracy, and basically, well, there's actually several ways to deal with it. You can also bind them, but with trusts, in order for a bind to work, you'd have to disengage first, and that takes precious seconds, and their 2 hours are very fast. So I think it'll be better to get Dark Knight subjob. I don't know why I'm trying to leave this island, either. I believe this is the island we actually need to use to go to the next Shijin I want to go to. Byakko's island is only reachable by going through the Shrine of Ruavatao, which is the inner portion accessed on the main island and on these peripheral islands, but only in the center of these peripheral islands. If you enter into the other rooms that aren't on the center, that takes you into the Veluganon Palace, which is a separate subsection. And all the other Shijin are going to be more dangerous than Genbu, but we'll see if we can't win. And honestly, it would be awesome if I could get like a Thief Trust out. Oh, I just realized I probably should have bought another. Probably should buy another antacid, but I don't really want to. Oh well, I guess we'll see how it pans out. It's probably a mistake, but we'll see. Because Byakko is the one we're going towards next, because he has a less dangerous 2-hour ability. His 2-hour ability is perfect dodge, so we don't need to like consider stopping it. But he's a tiger, so he has, and he's a thief, so he has triple attack. I think because he's a tiger, technically tigers count as warriors, he might also have double attack. I think just triple attack though, but just triple attack. It's like I think he has like a 20% triple attack rate or something. So he hits a lot more often than Genbu, and he has a holy effect on his attacks, which you can actually strip if you hit him with a wind. Like, you notice one of the drops we got from Genbu is the Arctic Wind. And we could throw that at Suzaku to remove Suzaku's... Oh man, the gate's shut. That means we gotta go up and then back down. That's annoying. But such is traversal. But like, yeah, so these winds, they're throwing weapons. They're ammo. They count as ammo, and they're thrown. And red mage testimony. Come on now. The where'd it go? Arctic Wind, there it is. They have a really high damage rating and a pretty high delay for a throwing weapon. But what their actual purpose is, isn't to deal damage. They have a hidden effect where they remove the permanent end spell buff from the Shijin that is opposite of their wind. So the Arctic Wind, when used against Suzaku, will remove end fire from Suzaku. The East Wind, when used against Byakko, will remove his end light. The West Wind, the Zephyr from Byakko, will remove Seiryu's in arrow. And the South Wind from Suzaku would remove Genbu's in water. But you might have noticed that the in water effect really didn't bother us. Genbu is very, very easy. It's the easiest one of them all. And Shintatsu really kicked his ass. I believe this teleporter will take me back down. I could be wrong. I was wrong. What the fuck are those? Aura sculptures? Beer guns? What in the fuck? Where is this? Those guys aggro sight. Do I got any Tonko tools? I don't have any Tonko tools. Okay, I can't cast magic in here because those Birgen are hybrid darkness earth elementals that were introduced in Wings of the Goddess, I believe. If not Wings of the Goddess, then Abyssia. And just like every other elemental in the game, they aggro magic at a absurdly long range. And they must have been added in here along with those sculptures. I didn't know these things existed up here. I really didn't. They don't have like a Grounds of Valor thing. So they must be like level 90 monsters added to the sky or whatever. You don't ever come this way when farming for the items for the Shijin. So, let's see. We are on the wrong island now. Cool. Cool. Now we just have to leave and hope that the way we open stays open. We opened the gold door on the north side. I believe the Shrine of Ru Avatau is separated into south and north as far as the colored doors opening goes. But yeah, to get to Byakko, you have to go from Genbu's island through this northern part, which is blocked by the yellow door. You go through here. There's some switches here. It's like how we went to the Celestial Nexus, which I guess if I were smart, like we got the waypoint to the Celestial Nexus, right? We could go there. We could warp ring and go there and come out probably slightly faster than running back across the island to go through the door that I took the time to open. I never said I was smart. Okay. I'm just the guy crazy enough to be willing to try to fucking let's play this mess. Although there's far more successful streamers than me who are actually just playing it for shits and gigs right now. Because, like, there's Final Fantasy fans that'll be like, I'm a true Final Fantasy fan. I played every single Final Fantasy. And, like, if you count side entries, there's like 35 Final Fantasies or something. I haven't even played, like, half of them, I don't think, if you count side entries. So, not ideal, but, you know, whatever. I consider myself a true Final Fantasy fan, though, because I played the series when it was new. I grew up with the series, and through thick and thin, I have played almost all of the mainline entries. I haven't quite played every mainline entry. Like, I haven't played... I haven't played more than 10 minutes of Final Fantasy X. I watched a friend play like 2 hours of Final Fantasy X, but I read its story. I haven't played Final Fantasy 12, but I read its story. I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 11, 13, 14, 15, Tactics, Final Fantasy Legends, and there's another side, Mystic Quest. And then let's see. There's Tactics Advanced, but I haven't played that. I just know about it. They're coming out with 16, which I'm going to buy instantly because it looks amazing to me. I am a fan of turn-based gameplay, but I have branched out as I've aged. I've played all sorts of games, and so the Devil May Cry battle system doesn't bother me at all. I don't. There's a bunch of old salts on the Final Fantasy XI forum that are just like, it's not even Final Fantasy anymore. And apparently there's just a bunch of salty fans everywhere. That, like, some people latch on to Final Fantasy because they like the techno, like, science fiction side of it. Some people latch on to Final Fantasy because they like the castle setting, like high fantasy elf section of it. Other people latch on to Final Fantasy because they like, you know, some other aspect of it. Like, the Final Fantasy games are really all-encompassing. Like, it starts in the very first one. Like, the very first Final Fantasy is like this microcosm of everything fantastic. You know, it starts off with a castle and a knight, and save the princess from the rogue villain knight, and then you go to an elf kingdom, and you find a crown, and you fight a dark elf, and then you go to the dwarves, and you give them TNT, and they blow open a canal, you know. And I left at the part where you fight pirates, right? You know, you get all this you know, medieval sort of, you know, high fantasy, low fantasy sort of thing going. You go to the Rotten Earth cave, and you fight a vampire who's destroyed the church of the town of Melmond. But then you find out that the actual problem is the lich that's in the mausoleum underneath the Earth cave. You know, all very traditional Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. You know, you go fight a half-snake woman with like 6 arms and 6 swords in a volcano. You go to an ice cave with ice dragons. You're granted your promotion by Bahamut. You become true warriors of the, you know, whatever. And then you go to a sunken shrine using a barrel submarine with a mystical oxy ale that will give you the air you need to breathe. But then you go to a tower in the desert that's highly advanced technology that has robots, and it teleports you into a satellite fortress that orbits in the upper atmosphere on the edge of space. Also chock full of robots, including the infamous war mech. And it's just, you know, one thing after the other, right? Like, you just, there's no real limit. Let's see. I think I want to try to space this out differently. Maybe. But yeah, this is Byakko's island. For whatever reason, even though he's the west wind, he's on the north island. I guess because Uzaku's supposed to be the south wind, and that's as far south as they could get it to go. But same procedure. We're gonna save up TP. We're gonna begin the fight with a big weapon skill. And hopefully position it so that, since he's a tiger, you know, he does Claw Cyclone. We don't want... Like, we want Valinaril to, you know, face him away from the other trusts, if possible. He's going to be really highly evasive, and because I had to resummon my trusts, they no longer have the effect of the Marine Stew Pot. So, with the exception of Shantato, they are going to miss like crazy, because Byakko's a level 90 thief. He has like evasion bonus 6 or something, on top of like A+ evasion for level 90, which is like 350 something, or 360 something like that. I guess it would be 379. But he's got like 9. He's basically, he's got like 450 evasion. You need like 425 accuracy minimum to have like a 60% accuracy rating against him. It's pretty ridiculous. If we're lucky, I'm pretty sure Koltada will use Hunter's Roll instead of Fighter's Roll. And that'll give us like... We don't have a ranger in the party, But if he gets an 11 on it, I think it'll give us like 40 accuracy or something like that. So, I mean, Calm Wind's not going to have any accuracy problems. It's just Felinarol and Coltado themselves are not going to be hitting Byakko very much. And I don't even need to verify that this is Byakko's island, but I already know it's Byakko's island. Okay, so we've got our trust. We just need a buff and rest our MP again. And might want to put refresh on Felinarol as well, just to try to help him. He has like he already has a thing. I think tigers are innately fire. I think they drop fire crystals, and he's holy elemental. So I guess it doesn't really matter what we use. I guess we could use in water, but I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it really matters. As far as our bar spell goes, I think we'll go with bar blizzard and bar paralyze, because he's a tiger and they have roar and he can paralyze us. It'll probably be about the same length, maybe a little bit longer than the Genbu fight. He's got similar survivability, except a little bit better because of all the evasion. Let's see. What else do we want? I guess shock spikes couldn't hurt. And we'll be able to get distract on him, I'm pretty sure, which will lower his evasion by like I think 25 or something. And every little bit helps. And I don't know, we don't even really need to rest our MP, so I guess I'll just go ahead and put Phalanx 2 and haste. I'll go ahead and haste everybody too, just so Apururu doesn't like try to do it in the middle of the fight. Let's see. Got my end spell. Did I put Phalanx on myself? I don't think I did. I need to. Okay, haste on Felinarol. Then we don't need to haste Shantato because her attacks are like set magic or something like that. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's try that. And then we use Gem of the West and the Autumn Stone. And bada bing, bada boom, Byakko. And okay, let's get our Shattail and staff on, and our Rain Grip. And the first thing we want to do to this guy is actually slow him. I'm actually going to put Bio 3 on him to lower his attack power. There's Plus Cyclone. Or no, that was Razor Current. Alright, and I don't think I got refresh on that Pururu before the fight because I'm dumb. Regen 1 is better than nothing. And back to our swords. Banishka 3. That's what I don't want to see. I'm going to Cure 3 Shantato in case he does Class Cyclone. Too slow. Too slow. Oh, damn. Oh, that's one comes back to full. Okay. Martial Analyst coming in hot. Alright, kick his ass. This is going really well, actually. Oh, there's Class Cyclone. Diega 3, huh? Wiping our use of semi-shadows, which I want to keep up just in case the Line Earl dies. Which, honestly, if I let the Line Earl die, that's a failure on my part. Oh, finally, a paralyzed proc. Here's War. And we're all paralyzed in spite of... Oh, damn, he got Shantato. That's not good. That's going to make the fight take quite a lot longer. And as you can see, we're already hemorrhaging MP. Refresh, we're off of... I've lost track of all my buffs. Oh, there goes Bio. Get that back on him. Okay. It's just... Oh, perfect dodge. Okay. Do Frazzle. No longer blinded, huh? I'm gonna have to experiment with different trust positionings, especially if I lose. I really hope I don't lose. But, back to our swords. Let's put Stone Skin up in case we gotta convert. It's nice that Coltada at least is out of range from Class Cyclone. Red Mage is at 75 would kill for this amount of accuracy. The amount of times I'm actually able to consistently hit him is actually pretty crazy. And also, Byakko stopping to cast magic is actually a pretty good thing. Except when it's Benishka 3. Really bad. Oh, okay, I'm no longer paralyzed, so it's a little bit better. I'm gonna hold off on convert and just use an elixir. Or that Pro Ether I have. Byakko is no longer paralyzed, huh? Monty, we need to have you paralyzed. The Line Earl uses Savage Blade, but misses Byakko. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Can I silence your ass? Not that I really want to, but I just want to see. Resist the spell. I think that means you can immuno-break him. But I don't want to, like, try for that. I don't think it's worthwhile. Where is... Oh shit, I need to cure him. It's pretty tense. Mainly because I suck and don't have my healing magic skill capped. Oh shit. Well, I lived a good life. So where is my shadows? Where are my shadows? Okay, this is taking a turn for the really bad. Although at this point, I will take whatever leeway Uru can give me. Which is apparently here. Let's go to my casting setup. Let's go ahead and chain spell. Hey Byakko. Could not kill me, that would be great. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this. Not with just Kultada. Not even with my 2-hour here. Oh man, we are so close. This is tense. Oh, and chain spell is worn off. Not cool game, not cool. Oh shit, I'm dead. I am so dead. God damn it. Wow, that's depressing. We would have won pretty easily if I could have had Chantetto alive. There goes a Byakko pop set. Well, I already pretty much have half of a Byakko pop set anyway, from meriting up here. I guess next time I'll start off with trying to beat Byakko again. Next time will go a lot better. I'll have a Marine Stew Pot on my trust, so Valinor and Kultada won't miss constantly. And I'll try, I think what I'll try to do for positioning is I'll summon my trusts in reverse order. And this won't guarantee anything, but like I'll summon Shantato 2 first, so she'll be standing close to Calm Wind. And then Kultada, Apururu, and Valinor. And what that should do is put Valinor at the back of the line away from me. So when I summon Byakko and he comes out, it should be okay. Wait, did he die from my dots? But I don't get the credit. I don't get the items. Holy shit. God damn it, Final Fantasy 11. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll get him next time. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day, and I'll see you again.